Hello, and welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. This is for Libra, Libra Sun, Moon, and Libra Rising, specifically for the weeks of June the 16th through 30th of 2016. So I've already shuffled and cut the cards. Let's go ahead and begin here. Also, I've been mentioning that I want everyone to know that these readings for me are, I'm asking Spirit and I'm asking God to use me as a medium to communicate with you guys. So, whatever impressions or feelings that I'm having is from Spirit and not of my own. Okay, so, all right. The heart of the matter here is the Ten of Cups, Judgment, Nine of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Two of Swords, and Five of Swords. Okay, so I think what's currently going on is that things are going well. There is this perfect image, this fantasy that you're living out. I feel that some of you are connecting with that person that you love. Some of you, if it's not a reality, it's more so of a fantasy, something that you're still dreaming about, wishing for. Or some of you are just, you're having a lot of drinks, and while you're drunk, the relationship that you have appears to be perfect. Now, with the Ten of Cups, although for me is a beautiful card, is always kind of temporary for me as well. It can't, not always, but a lot of times I see that it is like temporary happiness or temporary fulfillment. But nevertheless, it is like a wish coming true, or your desires being fulfilled, having that feeling of completeness. And there are some changes going on. I see there's a lot of karmic things taking place within the next 7 days. There's a renewal. Yeah, there's definitely a renewal to the relationship. So if things have been going a little sour or a little south, know that things are going to, you're going to get a phone call from someone that you've been expecting. For some of you, you are going to hear from someone. I do feel it's someone from your past, someone that you have unfinished business with. This is, the Nine of Cups is having your wishes fulfilled. And I just see you feeling satisfied with the outcome. Some of you come to the realization that you're happy being single. It's like you have this fantasy and this desire. But, some of you, you're just like, I do desire that. I want that. But for now, or this is a good week to be single. Like, I'm not sad about it this week. This week I'm feeling good all by myself. For some of you, that could be drinking and unwinding and having fun with your friends. This is you being social, you getting some sort of attention that you've been desiring. And I do feel like like, there's a period of, like, what do you call it? A roadblock, or you being emotionally guarded at times. Or it could be the person that you're dealing with. I do see at some point, what do you call it? A standoff, or being at odds with each other, or being resentful. And some of you are going to try to prevent some sort of argument from happening. Something that I feel like you're going to withhold some information because you don't want an argument to break out. Or, if you tell something, it's going to cause tension in a relationship. So some of you might be holding on to some sort of secret so that you can hold on to this fantasy for as long as possible. But I will say, if there is any argument or petty, one of those petty arguments, or what do you call it? Love games, when you're playing the game of who's going to call who first, having one of those standoffs. I do feel like things are going to change for the better. Regardless if this happens at the end of the week or not, I just still feel like it's going to move away from that and move more towards happier times. And whatever it is you're waiting for, you're going to receive an answer. Something's going to be revealed to you. Something's going to be made known to you. Now, it may be a little painful what you have to go through, because with fire, fire purifies your soul. So when I say painful, I mean, like, if you do have an argument or exchange of words that are hurtful, it's part of the transition. The relationship is going through a new cycle. There is something that has ended, and there's going to be a new beginning. Like I said, I feel it's going to be a renewal. And I do feel that it has something to do with the moon. This corresponds to moon in Libra. And I believe moon is currently in Libra today. So by the time moon moves into another sign, I feel that, there are going to be some changes in the relationship that it may cause a fight even. This once the moon changes a cycle, but I think it's only temporary. The argument that you guys have is petty, but I think you'll get over it. Okay, so for me, this is the Temperance is a great card. I love the Temperance because every time I have this card in my own personal readings, it's usually something really, really sweet and beautiful. It's a good card. And then I have the Hierophant, Two of Wands, King of Swords, Seven of Cups, and Three of Wands. Okay, so first, I just want to say this first. I do see some sort of distance in a relationship. I feel like some of you are waiting to hear from someone, but they're not. They're being very resistant towards contacting you, or you're being resistant. But I more so feel like they're holding out on you, and I feel like you're still hopeful, and you're waiting for some sort of vision that you had to come into fruition. what do you call it? Premonition. Some of you have had some sort of premonition, and I think you're waiting for it to come true. And I just still kind of see that you're waiting for it, though. There is someone far off into a distance, and I feel like they're still too emotionally guarded to reach out to you. Now, for some of you, you guys that are in relationships, they're with the Ten of Cups next to Temperance here. I just feel like you guys are feeling, if you're in a relationship or if you've just met someone, that is going to feel like a mutual spiritual connection. I see you guys laughing and talking and sharing. It's exchanging, I want to say exchanging vows, but you might be exchanging spiritual vows with each other, especially with the Hierophant here. But yeah, I feel that you guys are going to be enjoying spending time with the person that you're with. Now, this I feel is more so happening now, or, you know, will be happening within the first week, the next 7 days from now. And also this represents, you know, love making. So I do feel there's going to be some sort of love making. Now, something is going to be made official. Someone's going to make some sort of announcement. For some of you, you will be announcing an engagement or some sort of commitment. If it's not like a, you know, a literal engagement, then at least I feel like somebody's going to want to settle down or commit. I feel like someone wants to be responsible, and they feel that it's their calling to make things work. Some of you are learning a major lesson in life. Some of you are going to be faced with this lesson. This person that comes into your life, they're like a teacher, a spiritual teacher. And either this, or it could be you. You're the spiritual teacher to this person. It could go either way. But I do see some sort of oath or confession. Someone may be confessing how they feel about you, or announcing their intentions. I think they're being open and honest with you. They're talking about the future that they see with you, a possibility of a future together. There may be some challenges in your ideas, but I feel like you guys may be on the same path for these next couple of weeks. You guys are moving in the same direction, and you're sharing the same ideas and passions. And then some of you, I feel like you're opening up a business together, like you're deciding to take this business venture together. Making something official. Somebody's going to make something official. Yeah, it's almost like some sort of family business, or, you know, you just go into business with your partner, even if it's just you and your partner. I see something like that taking place. Some of you are discussing having children, or having the ideas of expanding your family. Not saying that it's necessarily going to happen, but I just feel like discussions will be going there. And There's another air sign that may be coming into your life. So Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. And if this is not their sun sign, it could be their moon or their rising sign. I feel like they're going through some sort of changes. This is something they've been confused about something. I feel like they needed some sort of clarity. And it's possible that they may have some clarity this time around, and they may go ahead and move forward with their plans to get in contact with you. Because like I said earlier, I feel like some of you are waiting to hear back from someone. And I do see a strong possibility of them actually coming to communicate with you this time. This is someone that you really love and cherish and care about. Yeah, I feel like something's coming to the surface. Some of you may have been tempted in the past, or you're thinking about cheating or going off, or your partner's thinking about, you know, stepping outside of the relationship. But I think they're going to do the right thing. I think that's what they really are going to try to do. For those of you, some of you, I feel like there are vow renewals. There is still an element of cloudiness, though. And for some of you, you're just going to have to continue to meditate and just go with the flow until there's movement. Because there is still some things going on that are not going to be revealed to you just yet. Some of you actually have too many offers and you don't know which direction to go in, or it's like the offer that you're receiving is like a temptation, and you know, like, no, I'm not going there. Don't call me. Don't, this is possibly that someone from your past tries to tempt you to, cheat on your partner or step outside the relationship. Even if it's just an offer of friendship, it's kind of like something that you don't trust it, because you don't really trust yourself with this person. And so you're just kind of going to hold off on any invitation you get from them, because you're like, no, this is an illusion. And I do feel like you're trying to go within to see if this is someone that is true love, or if it's just temporary. Yeah, I do see you trying to assess the situation, like, is this real, or or not? If this is just something I'm just thinking too much with my heart again. I need to stay focused, keep my eye on the prize. And I see you kind of holding off on any other offers that come in, especially like if you're in an established relationship and you're being tempted to step outside of it. I feel like you're just going to hold off and, try to wait and see what happens or what you should do before you make any other moves. But right now, I just kind of see you kind of enjoying the relationship that you've been in. If there has been any troubles or anything of that sort, I'm feeling like you guys are going to reconcile. There's some reconciliations going on from someone who did something for revenge. Some of you are going to do something, for revenge. Trying to pay somebody back for something that they did in secret. Okay, so let me just take one last look here before I put things away. And also, Libra, this King of Swords, if it's not representing someone else, um, I feel like you're unaware of someone. I feel like someone is watching you. And I think it's going to be made known. I think someone has been watching you from afar. You might have like a secret admirer. And I feel like they're going to come out and admit that they have feelings for you, or that they've been watching you. And this is an older person. This is someone who could be in their 40s or nearing their 40s. But sometimes they come off kind of cold. They're having like all these deep eternal thoughts, and they're not really internal thoughts, and they're not sharing them with you. But they're thinking a lot about things. They have a lot of things on their mind. But yeah, I do feel like someone, they're thinking about a lot of things. And this could be you, Libra. I feel like you're pondering a lot of things about your love life and about just life in general. And sometimes you're waiting for something to happen and you don't know what. Some of you don't even know what it is you're waiting for. You just feel like something is supposed to happen in your life, or you're asking yourself, is this all what life has to bring, what life has to offer? Because I feel like you lose sight of what your true passion is at times. Okay, so I hope this has helped. Remember, these are general readings. For private readings, you would email me, namat76@gmail.com. You guys remember to like my Facebook page. Should be Miss High Concept Tarot Reader. And I leave all of that information in the description box. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my videos. You guys have been really great. I really appreciate all of your support. Leave your comments. I enjoy reading all of your comments. And thank you guys for watching.